In this video, we will learn how to create a surface chart. Surface charts display two or more data series on a surface. These charts can be very interesting, but in most of the business settings, these are not used. Just like in a line chart, we have one category axis, that was the x-axis, and the corresponding values were shown on the y-axis. In a surface chart, we have two category axes and a value corresponding to a combination of these categories is plotted on a surface. As an example, I have this data of how many users are visiting my website every 2 hours of a day. So for example, on a Monday between 12 to 2 am, 494 customers are visiting my website. Between 2 to 4 am, 789 customers are visiting. Between 4 to 6, 1000 customers are visiting, and so on. And this data is available for 7 days. So I have two categories. One is these days and one is the 2-hour slot. And these are the values of customers. This I will plot on the y-axis. These two categories I will plot on these two separate axes. So the values on these two separate axes will give me a surface. So in this graph, if you see, Monday is here. So this particular line, this first line of this surface is for Monday. That is, this value 0.494 will be this value, this corner point. Then it keeps on increasing to 0.789, then to 1058, to this highest point, and then again starts going down. The next day, which is Tuesday, comes a little bit further and it goes up to Sunday. This last point is for Sunday. And as you can see, this graph has different colors over the surface. So these colors represent the same value range. So on this part of this surface, the number of visitors are same. That is, on a Sunday at 12 am, the number of visitors that I have is similar to number of visitors that I have on a Tuesday at nearly 12 pm. So this whole part of the surface represents a same value range. So now let us learn how to create a surface chart. I'll delete this chart. We will select the data, go to insert, go to surface chart options, and I will select this first option. Again, if the selected axis is not as per your requirement, you can always go to select data option and choose the data series that you want. There are other types of surface charts. If you go to the change chart type, you can see the second type is a wireframe chart. So instead of a surface, you will get a wireframe, and the intersection of these this wireframe intersection points, these will be your data points. The third type is a surface top view. This surface top view chart, also known as contour chart, is how you will see that surface when you are viewing it from the top. So that same three-dimensional figure, if you look at it from the top, this is how it will appear to you. However, it does not give you the idea of where the value is large and where it is small. It is telling you where the value is similar, but not where it is large or small. The fourth type is this contour plot, but in a wireframe. So this is how we draw surface charts. Surface charts sometimes look very appealing, but they are very rarely used, and you may not use them in your professional life, mainly because it is very difficult to understand and predict the value at each point of this surface.